Liam, is it a relief or happiness that's now for the interim world title and not your British title?
Yes, it's no relief in any way. I mean, it's a bonus that there's a new title added, but you know, it adds a little bit of something more to the fight, which I believe it needed, because it was better than a British title fight, and also it was too good to not have a title on the line at all. Yeah, so I think that gives it really something extra which you needed, you know.
And Canelo's likely to relinquish if he beats Chavez, so the winner's world champion in waiting.
Yeah, I mean, as you say, he's very likely to give up the title, so pretty much this is the full world title fight, because, you know, the winner's going to become world champion anyway, so that excites me. It gives me a real, you know, it gives me a boost of energy, and I'm very confident I can come away with a win in this fight, so yeah, I'm very excited.
Has it felt any different in training given the magnitude of this fight?
No, it hasn't. If anything, it's made it easier. I know there's a lot at stake, and I know I need to be 100% or I could lose this fight. But I mean, it's made my diet easier. It's made it easier for me to get up in the mornings, you know, and come train and do my runs. Just knowing that there's, you know, at the end of the road, there's possibly there's a new belt. I can become world champion. There's a lot of money for me to earn. There's, you know, there's a number of things, and all that it's just giving me the extra, the boost of energy, and, you know, the good, the excitement that I need to bring the best out of me for this fight.
Yeah. Trainer Gary Lockett is telling us usually 8-9 days before a fight you're quite angry, but you're very relaxed at the moment. What would be the reason for that, given Liam Smith is the biggest fight of your career to date?
Yeah, I can't really answer that question, to be honest, Steve. I'm just very confident that I've done everything asked of me. I've put all the work in. I've not missed any runs. I've not missed any sparring. I've had a very good diet. I've done my strength and conditioning. I've left no stone unturned. So, you know, I know if anything was to go against me on that night, which, don't get me mistaken, and don't start thinking that I'm doubting myself, because I'm 100% confident I'm going to win. But if anything didn't go my way, I know I've not left any stone unturned, and I've done everything asked of me.
What was it like for you in Vegas? Was there any hostilities in the gyms there?
Yeah, very hostile. It was like you walk in the gym, it's full of different nationalities, and, you know, whatever. You got Cubans, the Americans, Cubans, Spanish, Mexicans, all sorts. None of them say, you know, you try being polite and, you know, hello, how are you doing? None of them, you know, they're all very kind of nasty looking, and don't say anything back to you, just ignore you, really. So I suppose for a lot of people it could be intimidating, but I'm not really that type of character. I'm quite a, I don't know, it's hard to explain. I'm quite an hard person. I don't get intimidated by things like that, so I was okay. And then when we actually started sparring, they all run the ring, they all shouting and screaming over the ropes and saying, you know, white boys come here trying to beat us up and getting not personal, but really trying to make you feel under the pressure, you know. So once you prove to them that you mean business and, you know, get to work, they gain that little bit of respect for you.
So it was like the Fight Club in Mayweather's gym, was it? All hanging around them, dangling off the ropes?
Yeah, it was like having a fight every other day. I mean, it was quite a lot of pressure because, as I said, they're all on the ropes, they're shouting. There's some big names, you know, walking around the gyms, world champions, former world champions. So, yeah, there can be a lot of pressure, but I think I use that to my advantage, and I perform well.
As the fight draws closer, what's your feeling towards Liam Smith right now?
Same as I've always felt about him. I got nothing against him, nothing but respect for him. You know, it's just unfortunate we got to fight each other, because I think he's a likeable guy. You know, we're the same weight and we got on the same path, so one of us got to move on in front now, and on April the 8th we're going to find out who that's going to be. And again, I got nothing against him. He's, you know, we both need to beat each other to move to that next level, so it's just one of them things, you know.
You had a bit of a Twitter spat at the weekend. You put a little tweet out there about Joe Gallagher, his trainer, in the Marcus Morrison fight. Was that to draw a reaction? Because he seemed to bite it a little bit.
No, all honestly, it weren't to draw a reaction. I didn't expect him to write to me, and he got a bit kind of personal towards Gary more than me. Said, you know, Gary got that I got a short memory and to remember what happened, and you know, whatever. I don't want to go into it, but I mean, he bit to the tweet, and I just come back with a bit of light-hearted stuff and a little bit of banter, you know. I just didn't want to get into any nastiness, or there's no need for it. The fight sells itself, you know. The fight, it is what it is, and we don't need that kind of bad mouthing to hype it up.
Do you think it could get spicy a couple of days before the fight, when you're at a press conference together, losing the last couple of pounds and nose to nose? Quite possibly, yeah. I don't plan on making it that way, and if it's left up to me, none of that'll happen. But you know, he keeps saying that I'm sort of like intimidated by him, and I feel a little bit lost when I'm in his company. But that's certainly not how it is. And if he chooses to turn up the heat, I won't back down. You know, if it's left up to me, you know, I'll keep it respectful. He says it's not a 50-50 fight like most people seem to think. What's your opinion of that?
I think it's a 50-50 fight, yeah, of course I do. Well, I think it's not a 50-50 from my point. I think I'm the better fighter, but I can see and believe why he thinks he's that level above, because I know he's from, if you compare our opponents, he hasn't really beat anyone better than me, or beat anyone better than my opponents. Everybody he's beat, I would have beat and probably stopped. So I know he's gone away to Dallas and he boxed Canelo, and he felt the pressure of all that, which no doubt, you know, raised his game and made him that little bit better, you know, under the pressure. But I think, from my point of view, I think I'm a better fighter, and it should be, you know, I can see why people are saying it's 50-50 fight.
When you've been laying at home in bed down in the Rhondda Valley and you've dreamt this fight, fought this fight through, what's been the outcome and how have you won? I'm always thinking about the fight. I always do with every fight, and every single time I think about it, I know that I'm going to really have to dig deep, but the outcome is always the same. I win, whether it's a stoppage, whether it's a points victory. I always win, but I know I've got a very hard night in front of me, and nothing's going to be easy, and I've prepared for that.